What's up, everybody? Got a special free live stream announcement here. We're going to be doing a new show called IDW. We're going to have some people in here. We're going to be going through the 2005 to 2018 Transformers IDW series in chronological order. Sometimes we'll run it live. Sometimes I'll just throw it on the channel. But when we do it live, we'll hold. You can ask questions and all as we go. As we get through the end, we'll address all the questions. The sir right there will handle the questions right there. Mr. Marcos is a stenographer.
Read the minutes back.
Yeah. Hold on a second. So just before I introduce everybody, just a little background on what this is. About 10 months ago, when the shit started happening with the virus and everything, we couldn't meet up, couldn't do our stuff that we normally do. So I decided, hey man, let's just do this online. Let's talk about comics, and we created IDW from there. We got a couple other people that are in the thread, Crimson Raptors and Input. But the guys that will be running it, the guys that will be handling this will be myself, M3 Reviews, React 45, Sir Ramrod down there, and Started No Stuff. So that's basically what we got going on. You guys want to say something?
I love Megatron. That's all I got. I can't wait for IDW to fucking be talking about all of it. It is starting pretty good, and I did buy a book to start. Mr. Briag45 sent me a bunch of the links to start watching the digital, and I'm glad for that. But holy shit, there's a lot to cover, and I need to catch up because I am starting on square one. Cheers, square one.
So another thing is too, this is kind of what I call a crossover. This is Three Live Stream and Skull Creek crew. This is our local crew. So we're crossing over, and I'm the double agent. I'm pulling a Sardo. I'm a double agent now.
Double dealing.
Sardo's the double agent when it comes to Three Live Stream and the Rejecticons. So I'm taking cue from him.
Double dealer.
That's right.
The only difference is I believe a man can be loyal to two causes. I don't believe you have to sacrifice one for the other. So yeah.
Yep.
Unlike double dealer.
Or swindle.
And wasn't there another guy? Punch counter punch. Yeah, that guy.
So
Yeah,
Rambo, you've been reading and collecting comics for a long time.
Yeah. Actually, Transformers goes back way further than comics, but because I was watching, G1 when it first came out and getting in trouble for spending all my money on the toys. So, but then after that kind of died down, I went into comic books and been doing going back and forth between Marvel and DC ever since.
Ooh. Which is your favorite, do you think, right now?
Like for Marvel and DC?
Yeah, well, I guess categories for favorite would be art and whoever's drawing, doing the animation or whatever, and then the storyline, whoever's writing the shit, and then Marvel, DC, superhero, Superman, fucking.
I don't know, like character-wise, Spider-Man's one of my favorites, but I like Superman, Batman, and X-Men and all them. But let's see, my favorite artist would be probably Jim Lee. Tell you what, I can't make a decision on writer.
I hear you.
Several good writers out there, and I couldn't even list them all.
No kidding. I heard Sardo's a big Batman fan.
Oh yeah, I'm mediocre. I'm not the biggest Batman fan. I'm more of an X-Men fan, believe it or not. But Batman, I think a good second close. I think with Batman, I think more than anything, it's really his rogues gallery. Like he got the best villains of anybody ever, and the fact that he never kills them, they allow to have character development. So yeah. If Punisher ran DC's streets of Gotham, oh God, it'd be so clean.
Yeah.
And Briag, you've been in comics.
So actually, my first comic experience was Marvel's Generation 2 Transformers, and I had picked up the original first issue at a dollar store, and it came packed with 3 G.I. Joe Transformer crossover comics where they reintroduced G2 Megatron as the tank. And that was the only comic I ever really had growing up. And I never really read comics until I went to the comic book store per usual, just picking up some normal things, and noticed Megatron Origin, Spotlight Optimus Prime, and Spotlight Galvatron from the IDW 2005 series. And after reading those, that's when I started back collecting all the Transformers comics, including DW and Marvel. And I've read through all of those, but I've read through the IDW 2005 stuff. This is probably the 7th or 8th reread.
Wow.
Like I always say, if you ever watch a show all the way through and you like it a lot and you go through and you watch it again, you're always going to get a different perspective on it. You're going to think, you're going to be able to just see it different because of the fact that you already know what the story was. So you're going to learn and experience a lot more. So that's where this is really going to come into play. Even the people that have read it, and you're going to find different perspectives from everybody. And also, if you haven't read it, come on in and join us so we can introduce you to it. But it gets a lot of what I want to say. I think it's got quite a bit of detractors and as well as people that are for it. It's almost like, I think there's a little bit more people who enjoy the 2005 to 2018 IDW run, but you got some detractors out there. So,
Well, I'm super, man. I said it before. I'm super thankful that fucking Pac brought me into the IDW hangouts and stuff, and then it got I think it's been 2 or 3 years when I first got my first IDW comic book. But I only have like 7 or 8 IDW, and then I got some other stuff too. But I the first time I bought the first comic book, I was reading through it, and it happened to be the Megatron Origins one, but not the thick book, just the first one of the series or whatever line, or one of the first one, and that's what brought me to really like. Oh shit, Decepticons. That's what I feel like is fucking cool. No spoilers, but I really like that. I thought it was fucking cool. So I'm glad Pac's doing this, man. Fucking sick.
Yeah. Just a couple more things before we get off here. We are going to be going through it in chronological order. So if you know any of us and you want to message us and get the order, just go ahead and hit me up, M3 up. If you know Sardo is just as big a comic junkie as we are. So all of us big geeks when it comes to comics. So Sardo, unless you want to say something else, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
I just want to say, let's see. To Quarter King from Coming to America, I'm very happy to be here. That's about it. That's all I got. Go ahead.
I am very happy that all you guys are here. Y'all are my rock stars for sure.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Ramrod, Mr. Ramrod.
I love that name, man.
So, just we're gonna go ahead and sign off here. But the first show will be February 4th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sometimes we will record it live. Sometimes we will just record it and I'll put it up on my channel. But it's time to make like a baby and head out. And
right.
awkwardness.